In a small village nestled between two great mountains, there was a forest called the Whispering Woods. It was a place of mystery where trees seemed to talk, and the wind carried voices that no one could quite understand. The villagers feared the woods, for those who ventured inside often came back changed or didn't return at all. One autumn evening, as the sun dipped low and the sky turned shades of fiery red, a young girl named Alara stood at the edge of the forest. She had grown up hearing stories of the Whispering Woods but had never believed them. After all, her father had gone missing there many years ago, and Alara was convinced that if she found him, she could bring him home. Carrying nothing but a lantern and her courage, she stepped into the woods. At first, everything seemed normal. Birds chirped, leaves rustled, and the path was clear. But as she ventured deeper, the air grew colder, and the trees seemed to lean in closer. Then she heard it, a soft whisper. "Alara." She stopped, heart racing. "Who's there?" The whisper came again, this time from a tree that had a knot shaped like an eye. "Alara, you seek what is lost." She stepped back. "What do you know about my father?" The tree's bark twisted, forming a mouth. "He is here, but not as you remember." Fear washed over her, but determination kept her steady. "Where is he? Tell me." The tree creaked, and its branches pointed to a hidden path. "Follow the whispers, but beware. The woods do not give without taking." Alara hesitated, but pressed on, her lantern flickering with every step. The whispers grew louder, swirling around her like a chorus. Some were kind, others cruel, but all urged her forward. The path led to a clearing where a massive oak tree stood, its roots twisting into the earth like veins. At its base was her father, or what remained of him. His body was entangled in the roots, his eyes glowing faintly with an otherworldly light. "Alara," he said, his voice a blend of sorrow and relief. "You came." Tears filled her eyes. "What happened to you?" "The woods took me," he replied. "But they can give me back if you're willing to trade." Alara's heart sank. "What do they want?" He gestured toward the forest, and the trees began to whisper in unison. "A soul for a soul. If you wish to free me, you must take my place." She looked at her father, at the trees, and then back to the path from which she came. It was the hardest decision she'd ever face. But in that moment, she realized something. Her father had lived his life, and though she missed him, her future was still ahead of her. She couldn't sacrifice herself for the past. "I'm sorry," she whispered, stepping back. "I love you, but I can't stay." Her father nodded, a bittersweet smile on his face. "I understand." With a heavy heart, Alara turned away and walked back through the woods. The whispers faded, and as she reached the village, the weight of her decision stayed with her. But so did her freedom. The Whispering Woods had taken many, but it would not take her.